The Pix 11 Morning News at 6 starts right now.
Live from Studio 2A in Pix Plaza, this is the Pix 11 Morning News.
6:36 now, and you have a demanding job. A lot of us would say, yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of demanding.
All right.
Okay, do you have a demanding boss? It's okay, you can say it. We're not going to tell on you. A lot of us feel like the bosses can be demanding and lead to extra stress for us.
Right. Okay, so here's a question, though. How can you put your foot down without losing your cool or losing your job, which
Yes.
is more important? Yeah, it's not as hard or as scary as you think. Take a look.
Working 9 to 5.
Demanding jobs are a sign of the times. It's not only the technology, but the economy that has more and more people working around the clock.
It costs $50 a day just to walk around this town. So, I think if you're coming here thinking it's going to be this is not the kind of town where you can just put your feet up and hope you're going to be successful.
In New York, everyone is stressed out, really.
Demanding bosses can add to that stress. A recent Gallup poll shows that we have a bad boss problem, with only 18% of bosses managing people effectively and only 35% of bosses are engaging their employees.
We have bosses that are just mindlessly demanding, throwing stuff at people because they just don't know how to really manage people. Now, on the flip side, as an employee, saying no is really hard, particularly saying no to a boss. It's very, very tough, and for most people, it's really uncomfortable.
Workplace expert Dr. Woodward says there are some simple solutions to help you scale back on those demands without getting defensive.
Avoid saying no and think of it more as yes with a consequence. You say to them, well, here are my top 5 priorities. Where does that fit in here? Think of the yes and or the yes with a consequence as opposed to a no. Don't be afraid to approach your boss and ask them about what the boundaries are. Never take stuff on without thinking about what I can cut.
Dr. Woody also says another thing to remember is that you don't work alone. Don't be afraid to delegate responsibility.
Someone asks you to work late or come into a meeting at a time that's going to conflict with picking up a child. What you might say is, I think that meeting's important. Can I send one of my staff? Because it's a great opportunity for them, and they're ready for it, and they can represent me.
Today's technology also allows you to take the office with you wherever you go.
We're in the digital mobile world. Everyone's got their smartphone on them. You can call in, you can video conference in from wherever you are.
I think there are many people who are working overtime these days, much more than they should, and that work-life balance is actually out of balance.
Out of bounds, yes. Okay, so it takes practice and makes perfect. It's the art of saying no. Dr. Woody says the most important thing is to have priorities and ask for help, which is so hard to do sometimes to ask for help.
Here you go. Here's the song. Take this job and show it. That was not on the list of things to say to your boss.
Oh, no, it's not.
No.